So today I am going to have a look and see what the issue is with this little bad boy here, the Asus Dsl-N13. I picked up two of these bad boys yesterday and it looks like they're both going to be returned because they're absolutely crap. Now realistically I should have done a little bit more research rather than just trusting the guy behind the counter, but well, we live and learn. Basically, the main issue is with them, apart from them not having a gigabit network, they have very, very slow link speed. For instance, if you're meant to have 24 meg link speed, most modems will get maybe 20, 21, depending on the quality of the line. Now, the line here is rated at 17.4. So rather than me investing money in a 24 meg line, which I'll never get, I'll only get 17.4 out of the line, I decided to go with a 12 meg connection, and 99.9% of the time I'm on a 12 meg connection, unless there's something wrong with the router, which of course now there is. The router, as we'll see in a few minutes, actually only links up to about 7.6 to 8 megabytes out of the potential 12, which is what's been given to me by the ISP. And of the 2 megabyte upload capabilities, I'm linking at about 1.1 or 1080 kilobits, so it's pretty crap. So let's get on with it. Let's have a little look around and see what's going on. So we'll just open up Firefox, trusty Firefox. Go on, don't be afraid, and we'll go in, log in here to the router, which is, there we go. As you can see, I'm on a Vodafone connection here in Ireland. Gateway, usual crap. But the most important thing here that we need to look at is the link speed. The link speed here is 12.284, which is 12 meg and 2 meg up. Now, the router is a Motorola router. Let's click this dangerous button here. They call it the expert mode. Wonder what's going to happen when we click this button. Oh, warning! Enter expert mode. Let's see. Right, not a lot's happened. Couple of extra options on the side. Realistically, anyway, the link speed, if I stop this connection, if I disconnect, it's not exactly the speediest piece of equipment I have in the office, but it does work. I mean, it's a lot of traffic goes through this on a daily basis, upload and download, and it doesn't let me down, although it is the second one I've had. The connection again links up, no problem, at 12 meg and 2 meg. Click restart again. You can do this all day long and there'll be no problem. It just works. Click start. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to switch over to the Aces of Doom and take a little journey into that. So what I'm going to do is click this magic stop recording, and we're back, and I've changed over now to the Asus Dsl-N13, and I'll just verify that it's actually, that's the still on the aircom router, which I never bother turning off. There's no real point. Actually, I don't see the other router here as yet. Let's turn everything off and turn it back on. See what's going on. There we go. Sorry, maybe I hadn't noticed it. Involvedfm.com. www.involvedfm.com. Now, it's looking for a password, of course, which what is the password? Maybe it's this. Who knows? Come on, lucky fingers. Did we make it? Yes, we did. Now, the IP address should be the same as this one. If not, I think it's actually 192.168.1. Yes, it is. And Asus use admin as the generic password to get into most of their routers. Now, before I go in here, if you noticed in the background here, this particular router, this old Motorola router, was actually quite fast. It was quite snappy, just for going through the menus and things. But this one was just, I mean, you can see there, okay, it's a little bit more graphically pretty, if you want to call it. Well, actually, it looks like vomit. But I've I also updated from 1.148, I think it was, A to 1.151A, just to see if it would eliminate any of the issues with syncing. Not a chance. To go into a little bit more detail on the sync, okay, what exactly is it? Well, it's the amount of bandwidth that traffic can go backwards and forwards. So even though you could be on a 10 megabyte connection, your line mightn't be able to take 10 megabytes. You may only be able to sync at say 5 megabytes because of interference or quality of the line. So you may only sync at 5. So even though you're on a 10 meg connection, you'll never ever get it. You'll only ever get 5. So it's just something to be aware of. And of course, because I've changed servers just now, it's obviously not allowing me onto my MP3 collection, which is not necessarily a bad thing for right now. So in here, in this lovely little Asus, we've got the device setup summary, which is there, the WAN, statistics, LAN. I tell you guys, never use a trackpad for trying to do demonstration purposes. It's a disaster. ADSL, yeah, I mean, it doesn't actually seem slow, so I'll take that back. Hello, diagnostics. What's happening here? Come on. Oh, I've clicked the button. Maybe I'll click it again. Waiting. Because it's so busy, like, because the amount of traffic that's going through it. Waiting. Oh, nothing. No diagnostics today. Okay, there's one nice thing about this particular router. It does have an FTP server built into it and a printer port. So basically you can have wireless access to your router. If you've got a hard drive connected to your router, you can actually access it and give people shares that they can access through the web, so they can access your bits and pieces. But as you can see, look at the latency. That's like, what, 20 seconds for that to pop up? I mean, there's no logic there. The most important thing for me, which has always been the link rate, the line rate up, the line rate down. And as you can see, now we've done nothing different. All we've done is basically physically unplug the telephone cable, the ADSL line, take it from one Aircom Motorola, plugged it into the Asus DSL, and bam, look at that. 1 meg up, 7.6 meg down, out of 2 meg up and 12 meg down, which is what we had in the last one. So what's changed? Absolutely nothing. The ISP hasn't changed, the cable hasn't changed. The only thing that's changed is this friggin' router. It's useless, absolutely useless. And I have two of them, pointless. They're both going back. So it's nothing to do with the firmware. And here's another thing. Those particular routers actually have a Linksys Wi-Fi card in them, so they should be pretty good. But there's nothing. I mean, there's pointless. So the moral of the story is, stay away from them. They're junk. And if you have one, I'm sorry. If you have one, actually check to see how your link rate is, because according to the forum, there's 2 or 3 people who have written in and said, look, oh, link speed this, link speed that. Not only that, the people who have reviewed them to date, I won't go into to where they've reviewed them, but if you do a quick Google search, we'll bring it up. It's the first or second one on it. They said, oh, the router is this, and the router is great, and the router, you know what? The router is crap. If you can't even sync to the ISP at the correct speed, forget about everything else. Forget about the internal network. Forget about the 10-100 network ports. Forget about your FTP. Forget about your printer server. It is absolutely useless. If you can't make a decent modem, don't bother making a router. And that's disgraceful, because Asus is one of the top leading manufacturers of motherboard in the world. So that's all I want to say about that. Stay away from the Asus routers, because they're shite. Shite.